Okay, General Manager Luke Garrard, before we welcome Fylde tomorrow afternoon. Luke obviously didn't have a game Tuesday, it was postponed. We mentioned before about how tough that week was going to be with the travel. Has that game almost been a bit of a blessing maybe in disguise, letting some of the boys recover and get ready for this game?
Yeah, I spoke about it in the programme notes. It's nice that we didn't have to travel the 400-mile round trip off the back of already doing 1,000 miles. But when you lose a game of football, you want a game as quick as possible so that you can sort of put some wrongs right. But listen, we've had a full week to prep. We've prepped Fylde in depth as we do. So come tomorrow, there's no excuses. We should be fresh, raring to go.
Yeah, we came into the 2 away games with 2 wins, obviously picking up back-to-back defeats. Is there a bit more of a fire in the belly to put that right back at home tomorrow?
Yeah, listen, there's a fire in the belly continuously. I say that every week. We want to go and win games of football. I felt our performance against Oldham first half was brilliant, and I thought our second half performance against Hartlepool was very productive and probably didn't deserve to lose the game in that period. I felt the first half period against Hartlepool, they should have been 2-3 to the good, and they got the win that they probably feel that they deserved. So yeah, frustration on our part. We've gone away from home against 2 big sides in this division and not backed up what we've done against Woking on the road and Maidenhead at home. And we've got a massive 6-pointer tomorrow night. Fylde are obviously one of the informed teams in the division. Went and got a 2-goal lead against Solihull quite early on Tuesday evening and got pinned back. But yeah, it's about what we do, and we need to ensure that we're right at it. We need to go about our game plan and, yes, deal with their threats because they have a few, but make sure that we're giving them problems to solve.
Yeah, another big game, only 1 point separates us. What are you expecting from Fylde tomorrow?
The difference that I feel, because the 2 sides that played against each other back in September, there may have been 3 or 4 changes on their part, likewise with us, but there's a team that are coming here with confidence, and we know that. I've spoken to the group about that beast that will be turning up here on Saturday. We need to ensure we start the game right. They're a side to get on the front foot early. That's their sort of demeanour, the way he's gone about his business, being Chris Beech, and you see that in terms of them taking the lead. We've taken the lead in the last 2 games away from home, and unfortunately not been able to continue that sort of early form in a game to go and finish off with a win. So I'm going to ask the group to marry up the 2 halves, the first half of Oldham, the second half of Hartlepool, and ensure that we're on the back end of a 3-point win on Saturday evening.
Yeah, obviously against Hartlepool there was a couple of notable players missing out. If you look at Eric O'Souza and then David also in the warm-up. Can you just give us an update on them 2 players?
Yeah, we're hopeful that both are going to be available for selection. They've had a week to recover. It was something that was against us. We knew that going there that Erico was going to have to do a fitness test, being at Hartlepool. He's had a full week to recover and be prepared for Saturday. Dave come out of nowhere. It was nothing that we were dealing with or had any intentions of dealing with, and in the warm-up he pulled out. But again, he's had a full week to recover, and hopefully, fingers crossed, he gets to go ahead for tomorrow. We get Leon Love back from his suspension, which is massive for us. So yeah, we've got a fully fit squad. You would have seen them running behind me and the numbers we've got available for us session today. So yeah, we've got 18, 19 of a calibre that 16 obviously get the opportunity to influence tomorrow, 11 from the off, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we can go and get a win.
Yeah, quickly mention Leon Love. Obviously now got 4 strikers. You look at Kwesi, Cabby, Marshy and Lee all fighting for that shirt. Is that a really positive to have that sort of competition, especially in the forward line?
Hugely, yeah. Listen, it breeds that competitive edge. Obviously, Cabby went and got his goal on Saturday. There's been a bit of a drought from that unit for the last 6 to 8 games. But yeah, every one of them brings a different aspect to their game. And they're 4 good lads. They all get on and they all know that and understand that there's only 2 available shirts. And the beautiful thing is we've got 4 top strikers now. And for me, the luxury of having 2 and then having 2 on the bench to call upon is brilliant. I say it, there's no excuses on my part. We've got a squad now that is very competitive, is got great depth. Yes, the defensive unit's probably looking like our weakest unit when you see that when Erico don't make the squad and Dave pulls out at the start of the game. But no excuses on our part. We've got a really good, talented squad, and we need to ensure that we're right at it mentally for tomorrow because it's going to be a tough test.